Hi, I'm John Stuart Hill, founder of the Good Contractors List, and I'm here today with Tyler Otto of Restoration Solutions, and what they do is fire and water damage restoration. Tell me about this industry, Tyler.
So the fire and water restoration industry is, designed. We're kind of the first responders to your house. Whenever your property goes under some sort of loss, we're there to get the water out, to clean hazardous materials that you can get in there from a fire, or to secure it if there's some sort of storm damage or anything from a tree falling on your house or a tornado coming through. And we take that from the very beginning on the emergency response all the way through to turning the house back over to the homeowner, from no matter how big or small that loss is.
Right. Well, there's a lot of contractors on our list, and and most of those contractors, you call when you need them. I mean, and a lot of times it's not such an emergency situation. It might be something you get to think about. I'd like to have this change. In your field, every customer you get in front of is in a very stressed thing. Like, what can you do to help them?
Yeah, so nobody is looking to call a restoration company.
Right.
And so we do get to deal with people that are in stressful situations. And so we recognize that one of the ways that we're going to be successful is bringing calm to the storm, literally and figuratively.
Right.
And so we have some tests that we use when we hire people that, all of our employees that show up to your house, we know that, under stressful situations, they're going to react the way that we need them to react, which is take into account what your house needs, what the right procedures are in order to get your house restored back to how it was before, and are able to take some of the emotion out of that decision that people are...
That's the hard part, isn't it?
Yeah, it's tough. It's your stuff. People are very attached to their things.
Right,
Rightly so.
right.
I'm attached to my stuff sometimes.
Yeah,
more than
man.
I need to be. And so my employees are trained to recognize and have empathy for the situation that you're going through, but take some of those decisions that are critical to be made correctly off your hands and let us make it for you.
That's right. That's right. I mean, look, it's kind of like almost like being in an operating room. You do not want to have a doctor in there that's panicking, going, "Oh my God, look at all this blood." You want somebody who goes, "Okay, I see the problem. You can relax, step back, let me take care of things." And that's pretty much what you do. And you also have another company, right?
We do. And so in the situation on a larger loss, or large loss as we like to call it in our industry, a lot of times your belongings need to be packed up and moved out of the house. In the case of fire, we're also going to need to clean them. And we have a separate company called 1-800-PACKOUTS, and that's exclusively what that company focuses on. And it was also a neat opportunity for my dad and I to go into business together as he retired from his previous career. So we're excited about that. And really, when you're in those situations, there's a lot of moving parts. And so we were able to make one call and have us come in and restore the property back to where it needs to be. And during that process, move your things out, clean them, and bring them back. So you can hand us the keys to your house and leave for however long that you need to leave until the project's done, and come back, and it's going to be like, nothing ever happened.
And sometimes that's like, it can take a year, right? I mean, it's according to how bad the situation was, right?
Correct. I mean, we have projects that sometimes last up to a year on a large home that, we take some homes down to basically the foundation and build them back up, and that can be a long process.
Right.
And so, it's a challenge, right? And but we enjoy taking that on and enjoy making bringing the house back to where it was and having happy customers at the end of it.
There's one thing, we've had some good conversations here today. We've been talking for well over an hour, and the one thing that I can say is, if anything drives Tyler, it's serving. You really want to serve, and you want to serve well, and you get really frustrated if you've missed the dot at any point in time, missed the target.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's so.
That's probably why you have good reviews, because you just won't let go. And have you ever lost money because you just wanted to?
Yes. So
make sure you were not.
It can be. I think everyone says we're going to do the right thing, but I have some situations in the past where I could pull out the cost sheet from a job and show where we literally did the right thing, and unfortunately. We've had situations where projects just haven't gone like we want them to.
Sure, who doesn't?
Yeah.
Like, there's not one.
And I hate it.
Yeah. I bet you do.
And so, it's I have pride in our company and pride. My family's been living in Arlington, Texas. We serve outside Arlington since, the late 50s.
Yeah.
And so we know people here.
Right.
And nothing makes me more nervous and upset to think, man, like these people are going to think bad about my company or my family.
Oh,
so we
yeah,
go the extra mile.
Otto name.
Yeah.
It's like, it means something.
It means something. And so we go the extra miles to make sure that, hey, at the end of a project, if we can't have a happy customer, you know, we're very disappointed. But what we really want is people to say, you know what, at the end of the day, they stepped up, they did the right thing.
Yeah.
I might not have liked it all the way through. I might have had some frustrations, but
Yeah.
they would never feel like we did anything underhanded or never did anything but the right thing for that situation.
Right. Can you guys see why we have these guys on our list? This is exactly the heart we need to have. We want people who want to serve other people and want to do it right. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's always the right answer for the person. I mean, like, you know, nobody wants to move out of their house for a year, but if that's what it takes to get it done right, that's what's gonna have to happen. And you're just the guy to help them go through this transition. There's so many moving parts. There's so many people also to make happy. There's the insurance company. There's all these elements that have to be balanced, because what you don't want is to get someone in this industry to come to your house, load you up with fans when there was only, let's say, I'm going to put 20 fans on this, and then you get the insurance company mad at you and not cover your things. So one of the things that I loved about your company is that you try to you create balance in this industry in between all the elements. You just ride that line perfectly to where that you make the insurance company happy, you make the homeowner happy, and at the end everyone ends up happy, right?
Absolutely. I mean, there's definitely a balance there to making sure everyone feels like the right thing's being done. Ultimately, you know, we work for the homeowner.
Yeah.
And so we want to make sure that your house is safe, it's dry, it's clean whenever you return back to it. Most of the time, though, our jobs are being a part of an insurance property claim. And so there are some contractual obligations that the insurance company has to the homeowner and the homeowner has back to the insurance company. We make sure that we can document everything that we did during that process and prepare it in a way that the insurance company doesn't have a problem paying the bill, and at the same time the homeowner gets exactly, you know, what they need for that property to be back to as good as, or a lot of times better than before, just because you have fresh coats of paint, new flooring. But it's a delicate balance, and it's important to us that, you know, both parties feel like they were treated fairly and that we're easy to work with, you know, on both ends of the job. Yeah.
These guys are the guys to go to if you ever have any kind of big insurance issues. I mean, from a flood, if your water heater busted, you probably get a lot of those. But I mean, a water heater busting could flood multiple stories of a house and cause tens of thousands of dollars worth of damage. To have the right people in there that knows how to handle the job is going to be very essential. And when we have a $10,000 guarantee backing every one of your jobs, we count on you. We count on you, Tyler, to do it right. And I just have no doubt that you're going to do it perfectly every single time.
No.
What's your website?
Our website is restoration-solutions, then s.biz. So restoration-solutions.biz.
Okay. And you can find them there, and you can always find them on the goodcontractorslist.com.
If the job's not right, we'll get it fixed.